We go to Minnesota.
We don't give a fuck.
After electing a gay governor,
What?
after the untimely death of one St. George by a cop, not really fentanyl poisoning,
That is true.
and then of course the lovely Summer of Love in 2020,
Gas clowns.
you would have thought they would have learned their lesson.
Gay.
Minneapolis just elected as their Democratic rep for mayor a Muslim socialist commie.
Fuck.
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. But wait, where have I heard this before? Why does it sound so familiar?
Well.
Oh, that's right. New York.
I'm sorry.
Yay. But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Daily Dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Monday. And of course, new day, new week, and new bullshit. Well, this type of bullshit you might have heard before. See if this doesn't sound familiar. Major city, elections are coming up. Mayor, Democrat, Republican, who to vote for? Well, all of a sudden, here comes a name. Here comes a voice. People are liking what he says. Communism, socialism, it works. It just hasn't been truly implemented yet. Well, if you're thinking Zoltar, Mandami, you may be correct. But we're talking about Minneapolis and Omar Fateh. And if you don't know who he is, you will find out real fast. This, coming out of Breitbart. Democratic Party endorses Minnesota State Senator Omar Fateh for Minneapolis mayor. And of course, there's Omar right there. A little undernourished, but of course, he'll fatten up once he becomes mayor. And of course, look at the diverse photo. Minnesota State Senator Omar Fateh, a self-proclaimed Democratic Socialist commie running for mayor of Minneapolis, was endorsed by the State Democratic Farm Labor Party, DFL. The same DFL party that endorsed its current Socialist Democratic mayor. But why is Omar running again? Anyway, in a post on X, Fateh, who's described as Minnesota's version of socialist New York City mayoral candidate Zoltar Mandami, of course he was, revealed that DFL has endorsed him. Fateh expressed that he was honored and added the endorsement was a message that Minnesota residents are done with broken promises, vetoes, and politics as usual. I'm incredibly honored by the DFL to be endorsed by them. This endorsement is a message that Minneapolis residents are done with broken promises, vetoes, politics. It's a mandate to build a city that works for all of us. Well, some of us anyway. Breitbart News reported that Fateh, who's the first Somali American and Muslim to serve in Minnesota State Senate, has accused Representative Lauren Boebert, out of Colorado, has no ties to Minnesota whatsoever, of being a white supreme for opposing taxpayer-funded college tuition for illegal aliens. So we want citizens to go to college, but because they're illegal, that makes me a white supreme. Okay. In a post on X on June 23, Boebert pointed out that illegal aliens will be eligible for free college tuition in Minnesota and added that Fateh had noted that there was a declining enrollment of all campuses. Illegal aliens will now be eligible for free tuition in the state of Minnesota. Democratic State Senate Higher Education Chair Omar Fateh said, "We've been seeing a declining enrollment of all campuses. If we don't do something quick, we're at the risk of shutting down. So let's bring in the illegal aliens because that makes everything better." Breitbart News also reported that in June of 23, that Fateh also helped to advance a provision offer taxpayer-funded college university tuitions for illegal aliens and families earning less than $80,000 a year. We want to make sure that when we're expanding opportunities for everybody, we're doing it for all Minnesotans, regarding background, regardless of documentation. Yes, if you're a citizen, but if you're illegal, come on in. Fateh was also vowed to protect Minneapolis from a hostile White House. I know Orange Man bad, Donald Trump, and to diversify Minneapolis' public safety response. Yes, what is diversify? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Quote, "To make an affordable Minneapolis that works for everyone, we need a mayor that works as hard as you do," Fateh said in a video on X. So, but let's hear Omar.
Everyone keeps asking me, Omar, why aren't you doing more videos? As a state senator with a second full-time job and a kid on the way, I just haven't been able to find the time. I've also been fighting for you, passing things like tuition-free college for working-class families.
No mention of illegals, okay.
Rideshare protections for our Uber and Lyft drivers.
Rideshare protections, as what? Are they allowed to carry firearms or tasers? Because how many videos have we seen, rideshare drivers getting the shit beat out of them? Well.
And the legalization of fentanyl testing strips.
Gee, I wonder why you would legalize fentanyl testing strips. Do you have a fentanyl problem in Minnesota? In Minneapolis?
But this summer, you're going to be seeing a lot more of them.
I'm sure.
Because we deserve nice things in Minneapolis too. To make an affordable Minneapolis that works for everyone, we need a mayor that works as hard as usual. I'm ready to work hard too. 1.
He's ready to work as hard as, he's ready to work super hard for you. If you haven't heard it before, he's really working hard because he's working hard, and, hardworking, because he's hardworking.
Build a Minneapolis that working people can afford to call home. 2.
Can afford to call home. Being that Minneapolis has one of the highest rents and housing mortgage rates in the country, yeah, it'll be interesting how is he going to lower that without some type of control.
2. Protect our city from a hostile White House.
Orange man bad.
And 3. Diversify our city's public safety response.
Yes, diversify. We're going to make sure we're going to hire people not based off of qualifications, but because they look like you. Because, again, that'll make it good.
By increasing the minimum wage to $20.
$20 by 2028. Gee, I wonder why that is, and because I know that works so well. See New York and see California, because the businesses were just flowing into those states after they raised them to this rate. No, not really. That's the reason why you see a lot of McDonald's in California and New York have kiosks instead of people actually working behind the counter.
By 2028, and passing rent stabilization.
The price control. We knew it was coming.
To stop price gouging and incentivizing new construction, we can protect workers. Protecting all of our communities from Donald Trump means not letting MPD interact with ICE. What?
Yes, because God forbid your law enforcement, your local law enforcement actually does their job, and to help with raids and stuff like that. But no. We can't do that because white supreme.
There's for an immigration raid or not. Our residents deserve a mayor that will stand up to Donald Trump and say, no, not in our community. Did you know that the city's own data showed that 47% of calls to MPD can be diverted to non-police response? Cops aren't social workers.
True, I agree.
Programs like these ensure that the appropriate response arrives when we call 911. And we can actually free up police resources to focus on violent crime that detracts from...
So 911, average 911 call is 7 minutes. And of course, it's longer depending on which state you're in. And of course, it's been proven that if you're in a blue state, yeah, it's a lot worse than in a red state. Baltimore, Philadelphia, LA, New York, Minneapolis.
Community safety. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my campaign managers again.
No, I'm sure it was.
All week about make more videos. I'll find the time tomorrow.
Yeah, so vote for Omar. My thoughts, real quick. The fact of the matter is that this clown is just that, a clown. He's a buffoon. He's a moron. But the fact of the matter is he's no dummy. He's not stupid. He knows that if he just watches the blueprint that is Zoltar that's going on in New York right now, he's got a damn good shot at winning. Why? Because he's in a blue state. Minneapolis is a blue city. It's no surprise that one of the biggest tragedies that's ever hit that city, of course, the lovely Summer of Love in 2020, you remember, everyone holding hands and singing Kumbaya, and there was peace everywhere. Billions of dollars in damages, stores burned, looted, residents' houses burned, looted, people got shot, people got ended, police got shot, police got ended. But yeah, because of a guy who got, ended by an evil cop, because it had nothing to do with fentanyl. The same fentanyl that this guy wants fentanyl test strips to be implemented in. Gee, I wonder why that is if you don't have a problem. But socialism and communism, they never really worked because they were never, truly implemented correctly. And I might have said that a time or two through doing this video. Because it's true, because look at Russia, works so well. Look at Venezuela, excellent. Cuba, mwah. It can work here in America too. No. You cannot allow this trash. Sorry, it's the mindset. I'm not saying the people, it's the mindset. You can allow this mindset trash to be voted in. But then again, we're talking New York City and we're talking Minneapolis. Because, voting this kind of garbage in never really does any true damage. Just look how great Great Britain is working out. Look at how wonderful that is. Anyway, with that being said, I'm Jazz Bergonzo. This is What's Next. When you see one like this, please have a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.